I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Honors go out to all the Akim out there who's pushing this truth on them highways and byways. And reading out of Daniel 9 and 7, and it reads, O Lord, righteousness belongeth, Salakia, O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day, to the men of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near, and that are far off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass, that they have trespassed against thee. You notice I highlighted the word confusion, or the faces. Me and the brother been talking, and for those of you who don't know what the confusion of faces are is basically, as it says here, it said that are near and that are far off. If you don't know by now, we're scattered amongst the nations, meaning that we look like the nations, other nations. Let's see, Salakia. Meaning we look like the other nations. So basically, the point I'm trying to make is you're going to have Jake looking like Esau, Jake looking like Moab, Jake looking like Ham. You know what I'm saying? There's even Judah who looks like, there's Gad who looks like Judah, you know what I mean? But I feel like we got to stop with this whole color thing. So if you constantly rebuking the white man, you at camp and you saying crack of this and crack of that. Don't get me wrong, I'm no Uncle Tom. I've had my share and my run-ins with, other races. But what I'm saying, as far as with this truth, you got to stop being so carnally minded and be spiritual. Look with your spiritual eyes. Some of us could quote scriptures and stuff, but, we parrots and we don't have we're not mature in the spirit. Okay. So you see a white man or white woman, so that's why we go after Esau, that spirit of Esau and that bloodline of Esau. And it'll show if you discern, that's why we ask, the Lord for discernment and faith. And, you can discern that. If you mature in the spirit, you can discern who's Jake, who's not Jake. Even amongst people who look like Jake. There's dark-skinned, Judah-looking Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Tares. Because you can actually curse yourself when you're doing that. If you at camp and you see somebody who looks white, and you be like, oh, crack of this. You never know. He might be Jake. He could be a part of LA. You just curse yourself. Start putting out, Esau. Like them Rothschilds and Rockefellers. Let me get that. You see here, and this isn't all of them, there's some confusion here, but, you point out some of these names, and even, and you see here, it's not just Esau, it's not just so-called white man on these bloodlines, you see the Rockefellers, the Rothschild, then you see here, I've been getting on them lately, the Lees, it's the Moabs, they're part of that too. They funded a lot of slavery and stuff too. They were part of that, council against Jake. But that don't mean we can just see any gook we see. We get, oh, you fucking, excuse me, Salakia. Any Asian looking person we see, we can't just, we gotta start hitting at these tops. You get what I'm saying? Start cutting these heads off. We big on the Rothschilds. You know what I'm saying? There's Hamites. You know what I mean? Elite Hamite names out there, because we gotta go in on them too. So instead of saying cracker and stuff like that, use Esau. And if you want to be technical about it, use some of these names. We got a sign with the Rothschild with all these people on there. These fuckboys. Use the Lees, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, DuPonts, the Kennedys, you so on and so on. There's more to it. It's more than 13, I believe. But, but the moral to the story is, we are against Esau. We are against the spirit of Esau. We are against, Esau got to go down, and all these other nations, they going to just fall right behind him. But at the same time, we can't curse somebody because what they look like, because we don't know what they see, what bloodline they have, you know. Because we could curse ourselves. We trying to get this thing. See, this thing ain't no walk in the park. When you in this truth, you know, it's a lot to it than just cussing out the white man all day. That white man could be Jake. He could just be he probably not white. He just real light skin. You think he white. You call him cracker and all that stuff. And he whoop your ass or something, you know what I mean? He be righteously right, you know. And once again, I'm not, like I said, I ain't no Uncle Tom. I didn't have my run-ins with, you know, other races. And I'm not saying here to protect the white man or protect, you know what I'm saying, Esau or whatever. But, you know, we got to start with this whole color thing. White. We so focused on that. Everybody else slipping through the cracks. Hamites and stuff like that. You constantly saying white. Here come a Hamite who hate your guts. His bloodline could go back to a family that sold your bloodline. You know what I mean? But you just saying white. You see that he black and you let him right in. You know what I mean? Without even thinking. You know. That's why you got to get off this color shit. This color thing. Salakia. Yeah, that's just the point I wanted to make. Shalom.